The silly boy forgot to enable the music. Oops. Okay, stream is ready now. Let's go. Hello, everyone. We are doing a funny thing. Instead of doing a time lapse, we are doing a stream for the build. So, hello, Budini, aka the only person here at the moment. Thank you for just chilling here. Let's... Here we are, car. Cargo broom. Now I've got to make sure that all the audio is actually... Gotta make sure all the audio is actually going through, and it was not. Now it is. Okay, so we are making a 2009 European luxury sports car, and so to do that we're going to need multiple things, including headlights. So that's what we shall start with. Feel free to, in the chat, leave any suggestions that you may have for what I should do with the car. For now, we're just gonna try and make some custom headlights. And I've got no idea how to start, so let's try these truck ones. Might be a good idea. Goodness, they're large. Try maybe make them the glass ones so they're easier to click on. Yeah, there we go. Try something like that. Maybe a bit more square. Oh goodness, that went wrong. Yes, that looks good, I think. Yeah, probably is going to be quite tricky to get working. Sorry, I had to sniffle there, so I had to mute the mic. Shrink that down and flip it. And that can be the end cap, maybe. Could also try something a bit more curved. Could also work. Oh, that's why it looks weird. Yeah, that doesn't look terrible. Gonna have to fix the inside with something like the body molding, but other than that, it's not awful. So what I like to use is just this regular one here. I think Rue uses the old... I'm missing the grill. It's right in front of my face and couldn't think of the word. So that's excellent. Yeah, that's actually sort of the plan. So if I can get this to rotate the right way, just open Opera GX and go... I put stream chat right over where the window for Opera GX is, so if I just put that there now, I Google 2009 European sports car, and then go into images. Oh, I didn't search sports car, I just searched sport. Sports car. I was wondering why it was just all basketball. And bring that up here. We can see a Tesla Roadster. I think is this. Don't know what that is. Would see, but I'm sorry, that's not European. Yeah, nor is that, but whatever. We can see just a bunch of... Okay, a lot of these just aren't 2009. Well, that's fine. So we'll look up... we can look up 2010s. 2010s European sports car. And there we go. A lot different pictures. Because in 2009, I believe it was sort of getting into the point where it's styled around how the 2010s would go. So we got this here, very tall headlight, goes quite far up the bonnet. Ah, here we are. That's useful. Whole bunch of images. So very roundy, except for the BMWs and the Audis, which aren't very roundy. They're quite square. Alright, we'll try something different then. Something more round compared to before. Try this. Ooh, that looks a lot better. Go with that. Then we'll just make it square. Flip horizontally. And then shrink it down. And realized it's slightly not lined up. Well, that doesn't change how much that moves. That's annoying. That's not what I clicked. Oh. No, it's not that it doesn't line up, it's that it's completely different size. Why have they done that? Why would they do that? That's just rude. Oh, it's a different... Oh. No, it does line up, it's just a different angle now. Audi S7. Search that. Audi S7. Oh yeah, so... That's... none of the cars in there. That is a good shout there, Boudini. So, very... I don't know... angular headlights. Oops. Not in free cam. So, if we want to try and mimic that slightly, we can flip you around, and then there should be another option sort of like that somewhere. Try that, but then just shrink it. Music stopped. Oh, it's not the main tab. Of course it stopped. There we go. Shrink that down a bit more. So we sort of get a curve to it. That's looking good. Maybe just less tall. And so we're gonna just have to redo that all again. I'm sorry, I did not ask for audio, please. Not audio. I did ask for audio. I did not ask for vocals. Wish there was a way of just turning that off, but sadly that is not the case. We put that like that. It's looking not bad. Maybe need to... What did I just say? Gonna have to move it up a bit. I think my microphone's too loud, like it peaks too much. Is there something I can do about that in OBS to try and alleviate the sheer volume of it? Like, it's not an issue in my videos, I don't think, but it's still an issue. We'll try reducing the threshold a bit. See if that does anything. There, that seems to moved it down to below the 5 decibel mark on OBS. So let's move this up. Try and get it above the seam line there. Then, okay, so click that and then we moved it along the Z-axis. Press 3. Come on, there we go. Then press 2. And it's somehow too high up. Don't know how that happened. Oh, duh, because it's on an angle. That's how it happened. There we go. It's not perfect, but it's not awful. Let's change this to be the color I usually use inside of the housings. Yeah, light housing. We'll just change the inside ones to light housing as well. Stop it with the... Every song in R&B and soul has vocals for whatever reason. And that's only an issue because I don't know what they're going to say. But I'd imagine they wouldn't be in the YouTube audio library if they weren't. Stop it! Like, safe for YouTube, but you never know. So, for grill, could go something like what Aldi yes, like what Aldi has. Like what Audi has. Or we can go something more roundy, like what Mercedes has, or who is that? What car is that? Open image in new tab. What is that? It's un car. Excellent. There's also... That's French sports cars, though. Oh! No wonder this is just German sports cars. I selected German sports cars of the 2010s. That would make sense. We have... not really any options at the top here. So let's look at French sports cars. They've got very rounded as well. Again, with British sports cars, not very angular at this time. Opel Insignia OPC. Opel Insignia OPC. The heck is this? Oh, it's a Holden Commodore. I thought I recognized it. That's certainly an option. I don't know, let's just give some grills a try and see what sticks and see what doesn't. We can try using this lip grill. Don't know entirely if it's going to do what I want. Let's make it ever so slightly bigger. Move it back up a bit. Honestly, I think it goes up too far. Does that make a difference? I actually don't even know what that's changing. Oh, it changes the nostril bit. Could do that. Ooh, that looks not bad. Increase that to 1.15. Yeah, that's looking good. Perhaps maybe too supercar-esque for this, but we'll see. Onto grills. Who made this? This is RB Grills. I keep keep seeing RB. That's Sylvia, isn't it? I believe so. So we've got. What the heck is this? That's like a McLaren, isn't it? I can see that being used to make a McLaren anyway. We've got plenty of interesting shapes in here we can mess around with. We can try not that, but we can something along. Ooh. Oop. I don't know why, but whenever I see this, I just think of Elmo's nose. like my brain is confusing sometimes. Yeah, just everything I put down apparently is just Elmo's nose vibes, and now I'm concerned for my brain. It's definitely because we need like some detail in there, but I need to find something that fits it first. Let's try and maybe make this transparent. Yeah, that works. I just realized this is mid-engine, so we don't entirely need a grill, so we'll just make it fake grills for now. So we'll leave it like that, perhaps. You need to remember to make the car look modern, but not too modern. Yeah, it's definitely a hard balance to strike. Don't know why my nose is so blocked at the moment, because I'm not sick at all. It's just clogged for whatever reason. Here we are, mesh. So we can use, there's a triangular one, but potentially not what I want to use. Here we are, diamond one. That's indented though, I don't know if I want it that indented. Here we are, diamond. Ugh. The moment we have to burp, we also need to stifle it. It's like pain. Let's increase that. Shrink it down on the old Z-axis. Honestly, I think that's not in far enough, surprisingly. So what's the one I selected? It was a 25. Let's go 50 mil in and see if that looks any better. Didn't select the right one. Arguably yes for that bit there. So we can make... So I want maybe to make that a fog light sort of area. But the issue with that is if I just undo the change, I need to figure out how to get this bit of it invisible without it changing too much elsewhere. Oh, and it's also sticking out the bottom. That's not what we want. There we go. What we could do is... Actually, I don't know what we could do. Because if it was... something... My brain is fading on me on how to overcome this issue. I don't know. We can try and solve that in a moment. Let's try and get a headlight of some sort in there. We can try like one of these LED tube things. I don't know. Yeah, not really anything of the look I'm going for. There's these projectors, but we need something more that's just a entire housing as opposed to just like the actual light inside of it. There's these tunnels here that could work. Like a 10-step tunnel. Maybe a 5-step tunnel? That works, kind of. Just shrink it down a bit. I think we need to shrink it down as one unit. Put it on the inside there? Oh no, it's interesting. It very much works either way, which is kind of annoying. Does the 10-step look... 10-step does feel better. What do actual cars have? So no anything on the Opel Insignia. Nothing on the Audi S7 either, so... Actually, most cars don't have anything, and these are all mid-engine, so... the Renault Clio has some fog lights there. And as for Germany, most don't actually put any in there. That's interesting. So we'll leave that empty for now. And what do we need? So we need to actually put some things inside of there. Which I think we will do first. Might help just figure out what to do for the main grille. Oops, we can very much go for an Opel Insignia sort of thing, maybe. Yeah, because I don't think the angular will entirely work. So how much empty space? Quite a... My phone just buzzed for no reason. Quite a bit of empty space there, which does get covered up by the license plate. Most of the cars already had Ah, okay. So there was no benefit in having the fog lights lower down, was there? Interesting. Okay, let's find something in here, maybe. Or maybe not. In the... What, these LEDs? Again, not really feeling it. Here we are. Got these projectors here. What did the Audi S7 have? So the Audi S... My phone keeps buzzing for absolutely no reason. So that... Okay, so it's a 2020, so it makes sense that it has very just straight line headlights. But these have... Let's open this image again. We can zoom in. So, sort of roundy projector, again, roundy. It's very low quality, but you can sort of see, again, circular. That's sort of got that, which I believed was very BMW, and it turns out it is. Again, circular. They all seem to have circular ones. Oops. So let's try and find something that's a bit circular. We can start with the parking lights. So we'll grab these, make them quite a bit smaller. That can be our parking lights. Just right there. And then as for the main headlights themselves, I want to try and maybe go something angular whilst also being circular. So it's a bit of a hard balance strike, but not impossible. Let's make that bigger. And that is now inside of the headlight. Great. Inside of the housing. Oh. Just realized how little room we have to play with. goodness sake, phone, stop buzzing. What the heck do you want? Oh, I'm being text messaged. That's why it keeps going off. Yeah, so let's just bring that back a bit, and hopefully it will... Oh, I've brought it back too far. It's just... Is that covered? No. Back a bit more. Actually, I think this is around the same as it was before, but oh well. We can cover this bit up with a indicator, so I'm not too worried about it seeping through there. Clearly looking at... Ah, okay. So that make... True, yeah, that was like early 2000s, wasn't it? Then all of the cars around it are later 2000s to 2010s and don't have it, so... Making sense. Let's... Like, as much as I want this, it doesn't... It's quite close to the front, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. So we'll keep it for now, and hopefully it will end up looking good. What do we have here for options? Seemingly the only options we have... Ooh, we got these. Never really used these. Doesn't really have what I want. We can try and use this. I don't think it's entirely going to work. Let's try and just... Yeah, we'll just increase that on all three axes. That's not... It's a bit bug-eyed, but it's not looking awful. Not terrible. Let's... Yeah, thought it was going to be like that. For the indicator here, let's just grab this, I'd say. Yeah, just grab that. Perhaps put it on its side and make it larger that way. Perhaps that's too much area being taken up by the indicator, but we'll see in a moment. Just close the... Oops. Oh, it's closed for me now. Yeah, that's pretty good, pretty much what I wanted. So that works. Forgot it needs to be the main tab. Perhaps bring it a bit closer. That works. I'm liking it. And then for the second one, we can perhaps go a bit narrower and a bit smaller, maybe. Just want to get it out of that bit more. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's a lot better. It's not looking terrible, but it's not looking amazing either. Hopefully it'll be fine, but not entirely feeling it just yet. Let's get one of these tubings in for the daytime running light. These have daytime running lights, correct? So we got that Jag there. Right, that's not a Jag. Is that a Jag? I don't actually know what that car is. So here we've got this Jag here. Doesn't really have it. McLarens, they all had them. That's just Tesla Roadster again. Yeah, you're not entirely wrong, because, I mean, there's the Tesla Roadster, which wasn't 2000s, was it? 2010s. Interesting. Yeah, so it was 2010s, and it was based on the Lotus Elise. That's the wrong generation. What? Eh. Okay. Is there any more photos here? Oh, ew. Ew. What the heck would they do? Ew. No. I'm not peeling eggs, you can't make me. I do accept bribes though. So if, you know, you got anything spare lying around, I would maybe be slightly open to the idea. Yeah, like, what the heck were they doing here? What the heck is this? Anyway. It's enough of a Tesla roaster rant. Oops, don't open that. Again, doesn't really have... Oh. Yeah, it doesn't really have... Or is that daytime running light there? Oh, I've got the headlights on here. That is daytime running light, excellent. So we'll add one in down here. Angle it a bit, move it down, move it over. I believe technically this would be the daytime running, sorry, the parking light, but actually we'll Google that. 2020 car parking light. That's not what I meant. So that's what's... I don't think Google entirely knows what I'm looking for. Yeah, it seems it does just come under the... what in automation typically is the parking light. Sorry, daytime running light. So we'll just... As much as I'd like to have this little guy here, I don't think it is entirely usable in this case. I'd also like it if I could get something to go over the top there, but I don't know. Don't know if that's possible. See what I can do. Body molding. There is this single axis thing here, which is not what I'm looking for. There's these angled patches, but so it could potentially be what I'm looking for, maybe. If I just... Actually, let's cut and lock that and then rotate it at a 45-degree angle. Apparently I've got to do it that way, otherwise it won't like me. Turn that off. And what we can do is just shrink it down a bit. Oops, not in there. There we go. And then just do this. Shrink it down a bit more. And then it becomes a nice, easy way of filling in that gap. There we go, first time I've done that. It's a bit further over than I ideally want, but I don't really mind. We could try and do that, but that's only going to do it in the axis that we actually want to, not the axis, the side that we actually want it to go over. Oh, it's not even fully over. There we go. Yeah, it wouldn't do it for that bit there, so it's not entirely a big deal because it still works. We can try and change this to be something else, but don't know if it's going to. Oops. Oh, they changed the icon of it. No, they didn't change the icon of it. It's just different in there. Yeah, there we go. That works. Let's try and get the old nose working because it's not wanting to. But let's try and get a bit of glass over the top of it. So cardinal lock. And just drag it over. This is a good song. I'll save that one for later. And that appears to be fully covering it. Ah! Did not expect that. Oh yeah, hopefully when we unveil that, it will be not terrible. And also, we'll be using a different glass. Here we are. Yeah, that looks good. It's not too far in. Liking that. How does it look indicator-wise? Looks fine. We're also going to do an interior later, so we'll just change that for now. I turned the hoist off. Oops. We'll deal with paint later, but I think for now we can... Oh, hi! Hey, it's Benjamin! Welcome to the stream. Change it to this, that allows us to see the body lines a bit better. And so for now, let's try and give it a quote-unquote Opal insignia-like grille, which is totally not just a Holden Commodore. Options. Probably going to go for something from in here. This is an option. Ooh. It's looking very General Motors, but I do like the idea of this as the nose. Yes, there we go. Oh, that actually looks good. Was not expecting that. Then grab detail. What can we put in there? So the Opal insignia just has that, but I'm looking for something a bit more... I don't know what I'm looking for, to be honest. Just a bit more in-depth, like, not that, but something that covers the vast majority of it without it looking weird. Like, they're just too far apart. If they were doubled the amount of them, then that would be good, but it's not seeming like that exists, sadly. Yeah, we'll try and go into... Where was it? It wasn't details, it was... here we are, mesh. Should have what we're looking for. I mean, there's triangles, which apparently very resource intensive because it was a bit laggy, but it's whatever. Now that works, but it's Holden Dodge style front. Hello, Flynn O'Connor. I've not actually seen you before, so welcome to the stream and potentially even my channel. Porsche Panamera from 2010s. Porsche Panamera. We'll look up. What are the options? Yeah, here we are, 2012. Kind of. It's kind of what I'm looking for, but not entirely. Like, it does work, breaks everything. Please don't. Please don't. I like my stream to work. Even if it's not to your incredibly high standards, which, to be fair, are just average standards that everyone should strive for. So that is an option. Then we also have diamond. Oops, that's the wrong indentation of diamond. Ooh, there's also hexagon. Not really feeling that. Oops. Oops. Right, there we go. Oops, that's the wrong thing again. Doing everything wrong, apparently. Again, same... Is this the same hexagon? No, it's a different hexagon. So there's that as an option. Yeah, we need something more just like this, I believe. Could go for... No, exactly, they're not that high, they're just good standards. Or, well, actually, in terms of what your stream is, I don't know, your opinions, super hexagon. I don't know your opinions on other streams, because, well, I'm not you, so I'd actually be a bit concerned if I did, without you directly telling me. That works. Bit too American, oops, bit too American for what I'm looking for. And I'm also committing the crime of streaming on display capture. That, I mean, it does work somewhat, but not really sure if it's exactly what I want. This is certainly an option. Not looking terrible, but again, not looking great. The dog agrees it's not looking good. American. Oh, we're not making American, it's European, I swear. I hope this car is over-engineered in terms of construction, so no one in 20 years will drive one because it will be expensive as hell to repair. Funny you say that. If we go into the engine... So, what's the warning? Just brake fade. So it's a turbocharged V6, so only a 2-liter V6. But the plan is, in beamng, it's going to be twin-charged. So currently it only has 7.25 psi of boost, but in beamng it will be a bit higher due to the supercharger, so it will be pain in the butt to repair. I don't know. I'm no expert in streaming, so would not know what the yeah, I don't know. The stream police will be on my doorstep at any moment. I've created a Nissan. That's what I've done. all it needs is just the badge mount, and it's a Nissan. Which one? Behold, Nissan. What's better than supercharger? Two superchargers, definitely an option, but I'd rather just twin charging in the form of 2 different charging methods. Is there jank this stream? Depends what you mean by jank, because The jank is either the stream itself or the car, so the fixture you just used looks like the grill of a Nissan Qashqai. Yeah, it does. It very much does. I've not actually seen many Nissan Qashqais recently. I've only really see X-Trails, which are just Coliosus, which are just X-Trails, which are just Coliosus. Plus NOS. Maybe that will be the silly street trim that we build. Like Need for Speed-esque. I don't think there's any options to really utilize in this section that are really entirely what I'm looking for. We can try and mirror it, turn off fixture snapping. How'd I make it upside down? What? Oh, because I moved my mouse off of the screen. S4 V6. S4 what? What specific car is the S4? Because is it an Audi S4? It is an Audi S4. That's correct. It is a V6. I'm gonna need to go to Wikipedia. Here we are. This should have the. Just scroll all the way to the bottom. The engine size. That's a 3.6. That's a 3-liter. This is only a 2-liter. What about the older generation? Again, it's a 3-liter. So it's not entirely incorrect to say that it's a S4 V6, but it's also not entirely right either. Because it's 1 liter too small. That kind of works, but it's a bit too thick. We make it thinner. Ugh, pardon me. Yeah, that kind of works. We can put a badge there, and then maybe we can get some lines in. Here we are. Just some straight bars, that will work. Turn on fixture snapping again. Helps if I increase the sensitivity. Yeah. Yeah, we can get some straight lines in, maybe. Damn, that's also good. Yeah, we they desperately need to be all the way up, because otherwise it will just look weird. Oh, and also looks weird if it just ends there too, so can delete that one and move that one up like that. That works. Then we need another one here. Then just increase the width of them as we need. Pinged auto mod with what? Oh, I've got top chat on. I wanted live chat. Don't make an Ultima. Well, I need what Ultima? Nissan Ultima. We got that Ultima, which is that. Oh wait, no, that isn't a Pulsar, because I remember now. I always get the Ultima. Normally I get confused with the rear end, but somehow I got confused with the front end. Like if I look up rear, yeah. So the difference between the Pulsar of this generation and the Ultima is yes, display capture. I can't be bothered to go back into OBS to enable and disable Opera GX, and I don't know how to just do that automatically. Glares at YouTube. Yeah, so normally on the Pulsar, the tail light will extend into the boot, whereas on the Ultima, as you can see, it does not. So just go back to Ultima. kind of like we got that bit, and then if we go to Wikipedia, it'll have all of them. Yeah, that generation, that criminally looks like a Pulsar front end, but it's not. Yeah, I see what you mean with just the underside bit. I do want to learn, because if I can not show my alt tab as much as possible, then that would be nice. But yes, that's, I mean, it looks very American, but I also don't mind that for whatever reason. Let's get a grill, not a grill, a badge to put on the front. Did it. There we go, perfect. What do we have here? We got a bunch of random stuff, which, like, I'm never gonna use that or that, I just have them. Like, Peugeot, who needs Peugeot? America. Yeah. Nah, it's not truly American yet. Where's... There it is, there it is. America. It's gotta have the hood ornament to be American, because that's totally how that works as a non-American. What's this? Oh, that's what that is. Let's see, what do we have? We have Italian. Not really planning on making this Italian of any sort. It's Germany. Well, so it's got a V6. Would make sense to make it German, because that's... Mercedes had the twin-charged. I don't remember what it was, but it was twin-charged. And then there's the supercharged V6 in the Audi S4. So it's definitely an option for a German badge. I just don't know what one to pick. Needs a 10-liter V10 paired to a slush box. What? I'm sorry, what? Why can I have a 2-speed dual clutch, but I can only have a 3-speed automatic? Wait, I can still have a... What? I can have a 2-speed manual. What? Okay. Odd. I've actually tuned this, so we could tune it real quick. What's its top speed? So we'll get rid of the 7th gear, make that just purely overdrive. Here we go. No, don't do that. You're gonna make me Google words. I don't want to Google words. That doesn't sound like an... I don't trust this one. The beat of that was far too similar to a Eminem song, and it's just like my brain just couldn't handle it. Ooh, goodness. Yeah, we'll move that back. My dog disapproves. I don't know why. So yeah, what is a bet mean? I don't understand. So we got many options here. Quite possibly he did. There's that as an option. That's... Is this supposed to be like the high-tech Formula 2 team? Low-tech? I don't know. So we've got many options. We could try Lindworm. That's an option. So, equals keyboard smash. Hello, Ebugza. Assuming that's how I pronounce that properly. How am I stuck on the bloody badge. That's not something I was expecting. I don't know, we'll just pick one. We could pick, oh, that's, okay, so it's man. Drak must be dragon in German, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. How is the badge the most important thing? Most troublesome thing? Birth is a German company for conveyor belts. Okay. Yeah, I'm not surprised you haven't seen one of my streams yet, because I just don't do them. The only reason I'm doing this one is because it's just me at home, so I feel a lot more comfortable in doing so. I think we'll just go, maybe, let's go Drachenfels. Why not? It's, ugh. I don't know if it's just because it's currently low quality or if it's because the, yeah, it's because of the metal of the grill. See if we can't find something to make it more like, we can try and make it body colored. Let's try changing the body color to something real quick. We'll just change it to Lego red. That works, surprisingly. So we'll have it like that. What? How bloody is your badge? Oh. Yeah, my vocabulary is quite sophisticated, as you can tell. As you've just pointed out. I do feel I need to try and phase that word out of my vocabulary, but for now it's quite firmly ingrained in there. That badge it's looking okay. I just realized, due to the weird body line we have here, where it just sort of concaves inwards before going back outwards, it's sort of a bendy badge, but it's all good. Drachenfels is a small mountain in Germany. It is a dead volcano. Fits the car, maybe. Oh, cool. I'm learning things, hooray! But what does Bon mean? What does it mean? So, let's just test the headlights out. They're not bad. I think the front end's done for now. Fan of the front, thank you. I'm quite proud of it myself, to be honest. Let's move on to the sides. Let's get some wheels on here. Because these steelies are quite unsightly. Options. I did not leave it on there. There we go. Actually, let's... Oh, I clicked play instead of... there we go. Instead of the star button. Oh, wait, I need that open. It is a city. Okay. Cool. The American in the room doesn't understand why bloody is bad. It's not... No, it's not bad. It's... I don't know. It's just... You know, I can't explain it, to be honest. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just... I say it far too much. Did I? Oh, I muted it. I'm like, why can't I hear anything? I muted the entire tab. It's not a bad thing per se. It's just I say it far too much, and I'm a bit self-conscious about it. Try this rim. What sort of rims do we have here? Seeing as we're going for a German car, just quite simple rims, it would seem. Nothing as extravagant as what we currently have on there. Just trying to see from the thumbnails what fits what I'm looking for. That kind of works. Let's get it. Goodness, I need to burp, but then it just doesn't come out, and then I'm just silent for no reason. It's quite annoying. We'll give it my usual steel color, because, I mean, statistically these are steel wheels, but, I mean, arguably they're not. Let's get this rear out a bit, and then we can move the front out. Oh, the front out is out as far as it can go, apparently. We did not make any of those angled in any way. Oh, no. Damn it. Thought that was a possibility. Well, I didn't think it was a possibility. I just forgot it was a possibility of that happening. Slowly move it back into place. There we go. That should be wide enough on the front now. Let's try moving that out. Really? That's as far as it can go? Like, it's got so much room at the top, though. That's annoying. I also don't want to do it in advanced trim settings, because it likes to just come off the hubs in any sort of accident if you do it with the 3D trim settings. Not for 3D trim settings, advanced trim settings. Is it less oversteer? No. No, it's not. We'll deal with the tuning later. It's fine for the moment. Good arch gap in there. Let's get a door handle on this thing. What are we thinking for door handles? I'm thinking maybe not like normal grabby one, but like obviously not one this small, but like one you grab from the side here. Just not sure which one to go for. That's not really an option. Go for that one, maybe. But I don't think it would work all too well sideways. There is this one, but it's not very luxury looking, even if I remove the plastic and change it to just the primary color, it doesn't entirely look luxurious. Let's look at this. What do they have? I'll just leave this open here. So grab handle, grab handle, grab handle, non-existent, 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 grab handle, and non-existent. So we'll go a grab handle, apparently. As the Tesla handle, that is an option too. That is something we can go for. We just change it to that color there, and we can leave that how it is. I mean, that does work. This is 2009 though, so probably going to pass on that for now, but perhaps if we do a future rendition of this car, which we probably won't, but if we do, then definitely going to try and figure out how to do a Tesla handle for it. But for now, just go for this one. This one works. Flip it around so it goes the right way. Mind you, most of the cars you're looking at are supercars, not sports cars. That is true. I did specifically search sports car, but apparently Google does not know the difference. Chrome, I need to fix that. I've got a paint that I've just called Chrome Plus, which is just Chrome that actually exports to beamng probably. Yeah, I know it was around in 2009, because you could get a 2009 Tesla Roadster, but I don't think it used that. I don't think it used that handle. Let's see. Of course, this photo had to have Elon Musk in it, and it's incredibly tiny resolution. Oh, it did. Okay. It did have those handles. Well, not exactly entirely the same exact look, but it had the hidden handles. Interesting. Drive, what the heck are you going on about? Go away, concept images. Do I really have to search first gen? Yes, yes I do. What's this link? Heck is this? I've never seen this car before. That's where is... How do I... We'll just copy image and then Google images. Search by image. Oh! That's what the original Model S looked like? Interesting. Okay, we'll go for those then. No idea that the original Model S was even from that early on, to be honest. Okay, so we will go for these invisible door handles. Ooh, we can go for a door handle like this, actually, because it fits a lot better with the way the body goes. Can make it a bit bigger slightly, but yeah, well, that looks a lot better than the base game handle, because this one has, I don't know if it's a shallower angle or if it's because it's a lot more curved just all round, but I personally feel it's a lot better. Alright, so that's door handle done. Now for the impossible task of adding a mirror, which is always fun to try and figure out. Could go for something like this. I don't know if that fits entirely or not. What did this have? Apparently we're basing it off of a Tesla now. Yeah, not really the sort of mirror I'm looking for. Panamera had that mirror. All really sort of the same looking mirrors. So, could go for that, or there's another one here. I don't think it's this one, but there's another quite modern looking one. It might even be a base game one. It is not. Where is it then? It's not that. Could be this one. That's a solar panel. What? Eh? Someone's done an oopsie. How have they managed that? And my dogs are going off for whatever reason. Oh, here we are. There's modern mirrors here. Let's use this one. Ooh. Goes a bit too far out though, which is an issue. It's that one. Certainly an option. Right. There we go. Actually burped that time. Pardon me. There's this one. This one is... It's not awful. I'm liking it. If we can do an electric vehicle of this too, we can export it with that. It's got a good torque curve for it, maybe. I don't know. So I think it will. I actually don't know how the EV export works. Like, I've not personally bothered to do any testing into it, but I think maybe Rue has. But from what I know, which is probably completely incorrect, is it takes whatever the peak torque is and draws... Actually, I believe I got this information from Filman when it first came out, where it takes the peak torque and basically flatlines it all the way to idle, or well, to 0 RPM rather, and then once it hits the peak torque... Oh, it's European, I swear. It either creates its own torque curve from the peak torque area, or it will go on to just follow the torque curve of the original engine, which I think might be the case. Like, it would make sense if it does just go from the... Yeah, okay. Yeah, because it makes sense if it goes from the peak torque and then just follows the natural torque curve, because that way it's easier to tune the power to what you want, rather than it being a completely random system. That's cool. Maybe we can do a bit of a collab with it. Who knows? I don't know. My brain is sort of just melted now. Which, I mean, I'm not surprised about. I've been streaming for an hour now, and so I've been talking constantly for an hour. And then so, for some reason, I'm actually kind of, I don't know, out of breath. You don't need the command and the description, you can just, yeah. You can just change to the motor in beamng, but, I mean, if I'm going to do an electric version of this, I'd like to cover up the grill with, like, a piece of patchwork. Like, I'll give you an example of along the lines of what I'd do. I'd grab this, turn fixture locking back on, cardinal lock, and then do that, and then do that, and obviously make it body colored. Oops. And it'll work eventually. There we are. That's sort of along the lines of what I'd do. Probably do it a bit differently, maybe. If we just change this, oops, change this back to that Lego red. I mean, that does kind of work. Potentially I would even change these bars to be body colored. Gearing is wrong either way. You'll need to fix the gearing with a different diff ratio. You don't have gears anymore to change the ratio. Yeah. Yeah, so I would... Although you can just do that with race diff, so there's that option, or there's the option of just doing it in beamng.drive, automation, sorry. We will just change this because I want 5th gear to be a 1-to-1 ratio. Damn, 100 kilometers an hour in 1st gear. I mean, that doesn't seem entirely wrong, but potentially given the turbo lag. It's not even turbo lag, it's just very low horsepower figures down below. And I'm driving a Legrand on my summer car map. Nice. I'm like, MSC, and I'm like, it's not the cruise company, it's not Michael Schumacher, what is it? It's like, my summer car. Yeah, it can be done. Yeah, in Beam. Yeah, so that's along the lines of what I do. Probably change these bars to be body color as well. But for now, we're not doing that. 500 kilometer an hour 1st gear, let's go! Welcome to the stream, Nozza. Onto the rear, I'd say. Yeah, let's change that back. I do actually quite like this red color. I don't know why it is, but I don't know, it's something in my brain is just like, yes, that's good. I just noticed how tiny the front brakes are at the moment. We'll change that later before the export. Let's see here. That's body molding, that's not tail lights. So we could go custom tail lights, or we could go a boring option. Rear. Again, like, I'm sorry, European, please. I mean, I understand Google's just doing its job. It's just like, it says Europe in the title, but no. No, I'm not doing a Subaru Forester rear end. I could, but like, it'd just be silly. That's, again, just Subaru. So, we got this Porsche here in... Oh, there we go. It's got quite sharp edges, like sharp points, and then very curvy until the next sharp point. See, another Porsche. Again, sort of got that. Points are a bit rounder now, but still very sharp point at the outer edge. Come on, Mike, mute. Trying to clear my nose and then my microphone mute, and then it's just I'm just silent. Yes, I know it's you, but like I said Nozza because I didn't know if you wanted your real name said. Silly goose. Whereas now I know you don't entirely care. That's... What the heck even... There's just Bean. This is the Bean-mobile. Ford Mondeo rear. Let's get rid of the Opel insignia. Ford Mondeo rear. Could do a Ford Mondeo rear, that's certainly an option. Who cares about straight line speed when you can corner well? Yes, exactly. Basically F1 cars, except they still go stupid fast. Pardon me. At the moment, it's actually not bad for the cornering radius, considering it has no aerodynamics. Speaking of, we need some sort of aero on the front, so what I will do is... I'll grab a splitter thing and then just paint it invisible. So, where's that? There's a basic splitter somewhere. Not entirely... Yeah, here we are, generic splitter. So we'll put that there and then we'll paint it invisible. So that will give us the front downforce number of a front splitter without having to do much. Like, normally I would just put a lemon in there. Where's my lemon gone? There it is. So normally I'd just place down a lemon and then 3D place it to be just behind the grill, but LMP2 flashbacks. What's happening? Oh, we're talking about, oh, the arrow, yeah. I was confused for a moment, this is, oh yeah, arrow. Yeah, so normally I'd just put a lemon behind the grill, but I want a reasonable downforce number, although arguably this thing would be having no lift at the front, but we can change that later. So onto the rear, we can do Mondeo taillights, that is an option. Definitely something we can do. There's also the Audi S7, so rear. So we've got these sort of taillights here, or I understand what an intercooler is. How the heck did you see intercooler? What? Was it in... I don't know. What does the lemon do? What the lemon does is it's a wing fixture, so it allows it basically all wing fixtures. So sorry, these three tabs, they all have the same stats of, so every fixture in a certain tab has the same stat as another fixture when, yes, chair sounds, when placed in the exact same spot as something else. So for example, we could have a lemon placed in... I can actually do a practical demonstration of this. We grab the lemon, 3D place it, and we move it all the way to... we'll go 250 and 50. And so at the moment, it is... Oops, sorry. At the moment we have... How many kilograms of rear downforce? Oh, sorry, front downforce. So at the moment we have 101 kilograms of downforce at the front. So if we delete this and go for something that arguably would generate a lot more downforce than a lemon, such as this wing, it's got multiple wings as part of it. 3D snapped angle, so it's upright. It's also why the direction doesn't matter either, because it is just purely based on positioning and what tab the fixture comes from. So if we go 50 and we update this tab, we'll just do active wing and then change it back from active wing. All good. Yeah, as you can see, again, it is 101 kilograms of downforce at the front. Is it possible to make a Kia Picanto go 1,000 kilometers an hour in this game? No. I mean, technically you could, but not in automation, because it will just not allow you to move that top speed slider high enough. But technically, with enough dedication in beamng, you could get a 1,000 kilometer an hour Kia Picanto. Because if I just quickly... Getting sidetracked, but oh well. If I go back here... oh, this is my torque record car. That's not the correct thing. So, this is Trizer's, well, current record of power, which is 16,500 horsepower versus mine at 13,650 horsepower. Like, with that amount of power, 100% you could probably go 1,000 kilometers an hour. It also depends on your drag. What is downforce? So basically, downforce is where the wind going over your car is pushing it down into the ground, giving it more grip. Which is different to just having a heavier car, because a heavier car also means you have more weight moving around side to side in the corner. So you'll have a less G-force at higher speeds. RPM, yes, RPM also matters for it. That will allow automation to give you a higher top speed number in here, but yeah. So with downforce, it's free grip in terms of weight. It it applies more weight to the tires. Yeah, so it doesn't fly. It applies more weight to the tires, but in cornering, it doesn't add more weight to, like, more weight moving around. So your lateral center of gravity does not move side to side from downforce, unless you've got uneven downforce on your car, such as say a wing like that will give you uneven downforce, and you'll have more downforce on the right hand side of your car compared to your left. Anyway, now onto the rear. For the splitter, we just go back and look in here. Not many rear ends. That's not even a sports car, that's a supercar. We've got many choices. Here we are, sports car. Very basic, what's the word? Diffuser. So we won't go anything too advanced. My nose is blocking again. Sorry about that. We could go for this. Nice wide one. The issue is it doesn't Toyota GT86. Where? Where'd you even... Oh, there. It's like, where did you even see that? So we could go for a splitter like this. My only problem with it is it's not entirely made well. Like, if I put it down, it juts out there, which I don't want it to do. So what we can do is potentially just go for something generic like this, where it does do a little bit, but not much. I mean, it's very much at least just this lower bit, not necessarily a higher up bit. It's very much just a Subaru diffuser, but it works. And the issue is it does like to cut into the body a bit. If we move this down, yeah, so what they've done is when making a body, there's actually invisible faces here. So this whole bit here is a face, but you can see it. It's a paintable face. Whereas there's invisible faces here, which Ducat, that's one of the people I talk to online. I don't know. I don't know how to describe people. It's not really relevant. Yeah, so there's invisible faces here that will that have been made so that you can still place fixtures on them, and as such it will conform to those faces as opposed to the faces down here. So this whole bit here is only paintable, and you can't actually place anything on it. Like, where is it paintable? It's paintable underbody. Yeah. I don't know what to do for the diffuser. Could go for just this one, maybe. This could work. If it will snap in the middle, there we go. Yeah, again, just the same sort of issue where it's the lip placement just is not working in my favor. Do that. That works, I guess. Don't know how to make it not... pardon me again, like, I don't know what's happening. Yeah, don't know how to fix that. Maybe we could try and sneak a... We can! Excellent. Yeah, we'll sneak a... What's the word I'm looking for? Patchwork down here. Just to get it to work properly. So we'll move this up, I guess. And then we'll do this. Ooh, what the... Oh, it's clipping into the lip placement. What the... What? How is it getting worse? Okay, there we go. We'll move that all the way back. And then we can move it forward a bit and then try to just get this to work the way up. Goodness me. Why is it doing... Oh, we might be able to change it to be cardinal lock if we just shrink that down a lot. No. Bugger. For a second I thought we hit the end. Where is it playing? There. Can we please Control Z? There we go. Yeah, I don't know how to make it exactly how I want it to be. If only I could do a presentation on this at insert institute we go to. Why would I need to go? Why would I need to do a presentation? What? Actually, yeah, your question's confused. Your statement is confusing me more than I thought it was originally. Like, why would I do that? Like, what would it accomplish? Just trying to... There we go. Just a little bit of a gap there, but I can't really do anything about that. So we won't. Will, however, change that to be the same as that one there. Just for a bit of consistency. Let's try and get the exhaust in now. We put either the exhaust in there or we can put it in that gap there. I think we'll put it where this grill is. We'll use the Gambala for this, and we will bring that forward one, so we'll cut out this thing behind it. Like, as in explain to people what games we like and how it's coded and stuff. I don't know how this is coded. It's like, I don't know. It could be coded with... I was going to say something like uranium, and I'm like, why would that make sense? It doesn't. Yeah, it could be coded with anything, who knows? little too quiet. Okay, I can up it a bit. Okie dokie. So we have a exhaust now and a rear diffuser. See how the rear diffuser's affected our aero actually. Not really done much on the aero front. I mean, it's brought the rear downforce up quite a bit, but other than that, not really. Let's try and do some tail lights now. What options do we have? So we got the S7. There's the Ford Mondeo. Do we even have that light in the game? We do. Interesting. How would it work though? Could very well do the Mondeo light. But I'm not really feeling it. I'm liking the idea of... I can close that. Look up the rear of this. I like the lights. Which lights? There are many lights. We could go something a bit Lotus and just have some circles. That is something we could do. There's the McLaren taillights. Probably not going to go for these taillights. There's the Audi R8 taillights as well. Choices. There's these square ones actually. We could go for these. Oh, good. You know what this reminds me of? The Ford Man. Really? Turn on the high beams at night and don't realize something. Oh. There's certainly the option of these. What these remind me of is Lego Galactus. Eyes. There's not anything here. Yeah, like you can take the helmet off. You can actually use his face in the custom character creator of the original Lego Marvel superheroes, and it's just two square eyes and a mouth. It's quite funny. But that's what the taillights remind me of at the moment. We won't go for those. So Noah's saying the Ford Mondeo taillights. Like, I don't know, it's just... You talk about on this car or on the Mondeo itself? Because at the moment, it might just be the lighting, to be honest. We can 3D place you to be like that. Change the... remove the glass, or we can make a different glass, choose a different glass, make our own glass. Don't know. Let's... Oh, what? Oh, that's a tail light. That makes sense. Still no response. Yeah, we can... Yeah, like, I'm not entirely feeling these tail lights for whatever reason on the car I'm making. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's not terrible. I think it just pokes out too much. Yeah, no, this isn't the permanent color. This is just to see the body lines at the moment. But we can... No, not you, Benjamin, sorry. I was waiting for a response from Noah. Whether he liked it on the Ford Mondeo or on this car. So we'll change it to this red. Others might fit better. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking for the moment. It's just not fitting the vibe I'm wanting. So we could go... I don't know, I'm very much liking just this flat paint But yeah. Could very much go for different tail lights. Like if we wanted to go for something a bit more Lotus, there's that as an option. Which the red far too jarring. Let's try and get us a permanent color. Oh, I must have used PBR paint for that. That would make sense. Where's the PBR paint? Have I lost my PBR paint? I know. I think I might have. Oh no, here it is. And then no metallicness. What color are we thinking? Because I've got no idea. Go a nice blue. That's certainly an option, but kind of the boring choice. There's green if we make it darker. Purple. Blue again. There's also yellow / orange. That's just brown. Go a bit more orangey. Liking the orange. That will do. Yeah, we'll go midnight purple. It's an option. So yeah, this is PBR plus material. Could go midnight purple. We'll Google midnight purple hex code. Midnight purple hex code. And see how it looks. Scroll down. PBR material. Remove the specklediness. Ooh. 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 I'm liking the look of that. That's a good look. Ooh. I don't know how well it's going to work for a thumbnail, but it's looking good. It's even called dab. Yeah, I think we'll go for these taillights. That's all good, Benjamin. Thank you for joining us. Hope you have a good rest of your day, or whatever time it is. Bye. No, Benjo. He's not Benjo. The Benjo is Ben and Jerry's. That's just Benjamin. Ooh, we need a fuel cap. That's something we need. Go for this one here, I guess. Oops. And flip horizontally. Potentially a bit bigger. 9 in the morning. Nice start to the morning. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Chrome grill. Make the grill chrome so it stands out from the rest of the front. Yeah, I see your point. Because it does sort of blend in, but the chrome is not exactly the best in automation. But yeah, it's looking fine. So we need a number plate holder. What the heck is this? These are new. Oh, you're making a San Marino car, are we? Because apparently that's what the license plates have decided for us. These the Liechtenstein plates? So I'm like 90% sure that's what this mod was. Was San Marino and Liechtenstein, but might not be. I don't know, but I think we have to use this plate. I can't resist. So we'll just move that down whilst we put in its holder, which is somewhere around here. Where is it? Where? Eh? Oh, there it is. I couldn't find it. I was going mad. License plate cut out. There's ooh. Do that. Pardon me. What? I don't know. Pardon me again. I don't know why I'm burping so much. It's quite annoying, to be honest. So there's this option of holder. Many options of holders, actually. Go for this one. See how it looks. Try not to cover up the seam line. There we go. And we'll 3D into place. Like so. Yeah, no real difference between that. Hopefully that should look good in Beam. Maybe. Swiss logo emblem for the front and back of the car. I don't think that's in the game. And also, why would I have that if it's got San Marino plates? We can have a look. There might be something like the Swiss flag. Oh. We've got inverted Swiss flag. But we don't have Swiss flag. Because the only flags we have are the in-game flags, and then that flag, apparently. Just make a plus. Can do. Again, in-game flags. We've got the Welsh flag somewhere. Where is it? There it is. And then there's also the Canadian flag somewhere else. Yeah, here we are. In here. Canadian flag. Just invert it again. I don't know how. I don't think that's quite possible. We go back up to the top. There might be a plus. We can make a plus. But we already got a badge. We've already got the Drakenfels badge. So we'll just leave it how it is. Move around in my seat with mic muted. And I think what we'll do actually is we'll move the plate holder down and let's go. I'm assuming he's just gone to the bit where I said the Welsh flag. But I don't know. Oh. I still don't know. He could be anywhere. Let's make this a bit wider just to fit it a bit better. And perhaps a bit taller just to make it just fit a little bit better. What does the Lotus have? So it's got a center tail light there, but nothing else really. So we'll add a center tail light. Why stream delay? That's just because that's just how YouTube streaming works. Because it has to compress it, I believe. So that's not where the taillights are. I was already in the taillights and I'm like, nah, we're gonna move. Ooh, what we can do is we can give this thing a rear wing, and there's some rear wings that have the tail light built in to them. Not these ones, I don't think. Just try to clear my nose up a bit. These ones do. So that one has it. Somebody tells me that's not how I want that to work. That dog agrees. There's this one. Here we are. This could work. If we just make it a bit wider. And a bit longer. We can try and just fit it in. Nearly. That works. Kind of. I mean, it's not perfect, but it works. We can maybe make it a bit wider. And then we've got to move it in more. Great. But yeah, works, kind of. It's a bit disappointing that I can't make it go to the back, but I don't think it's entirely awful. Is this the wrong way round? No? What? Odd. Oh, now it's red. Eh? Oh, it's just the lighting, that's why. Okay. That makes sense. We'll go for that one, and we'll make you purple. And we'll make you that color. And then so you need to be brake light, and then these we can change. So that just looks normal, but what we can do is that's annoying. That's something we're just gonna have to deal with. So we can make this one that, which makes it a reverse light, but what we can actually do is we can just tell it it's a tail light. Tail light? No, indicator. But that's not gonna work. There is an indicator. Oh, no, it's not an indicator, it's a headlight. It's one of them that sort of glows yellow. But I'm not sure which one. It's one of them, but it doesn't want to exist, apparently. So we'll just go for that for now. Came back to a skyline. This ain't a skyline, what you want about? Well, it's actually a Lotus, but I mean, technically it could be a skyline. Same sort of tail lights, both very generic and circle. So you're not entirely wrong. We'll keep that as a brake light, and then this will make an indicator. So it's a bit American, but whatever. That's fine, there's nothing wrong with being American. And we'll add reverse lights. Ooh, we do not want all of those to be reverse lights. We want some of them to be tail lights, which will make headlights, which will mean that when we turn the headlights on, that will turn on. And yes, that still works. Bit disappointed that that these center lights, if I just, I could just make this one transparent. Where is it? Lost the invisible. Yeah, it's a bit disappointing that these two lights here are conjoined with the outer ones, but nothing I can do about it, so just gotta deal with it, which is fine. And brake light. Yeah, for some reason, automation has an issue where the tail light will be on, but then when you turn the brake, the light will be on, but when you turn it on, it will turn off. Actually, no, that's just an issue with that specific tail light choice, tail light class choice. But I believe if we just do that, oh, it's just tail lights in general. I don't know why. It's weird. Yeah, that's totally legal, right? Yeah, totally. But we got the center one, so it's fine. I guess we'll have to change that round so that you are a headlight and these are brake lights. Yeah, that works. Okay, so that is the rear relatively complete. I've been streaming for 2 hours. How have I done this? I don't understand. It's magic. Wizardry. Something's on in my Discord. Okay. The channel has been made somewhere on my Discord server, but oh, okay. I see voice chat has been created. Cheeky. Yeah. Back to what's actually important, which is the stream. We can work on the interior, or we could wrap it up there and figure out a name for this thing. So it's up to you guys if you want it to continue or not. But for now, let's add in the badge. Like that. Increase the size, put it there. It's a bit jarring to have it there, but I don't have anything against debadged cars. Oh, there we go. We can make it this one. That will fit a lot better. I don't have anything against debadged cars. It's just personally, I like the idea of not debadging a car. And apparently the one on the rear's disappeared. It's not a Skyline, I swear. It's a Lotus. Like, they're the same tail lights. One could argue it's also Ferrari. Like, if I look up Ferrari tail lights and go here, look, it's a Ferrari. It's not one thing. Something with a monocolor. Yeah. So we've just changed it to this just chrome one here. Or is there a plain black one for the back? No. Okay. Yeah, we'll just have it this chrome one, front and back, or maybe we can make it this one, golden one. Probably not the golden one. We can try something. I don't know. It's just, yeah, it's still just quite jarring at the back. It's too big. That's the issue. We can make it a small one, and we can put it there. There we go. Just a little tiny one. A bit bigger than that, but just a little tiny one at the back. That fits a lot better. So from far away, one could see it as just a lock for whatever reason. Yeah, so get that music to continue. Yeah, like it's Ferrari taillights, or there's the Lamborghini Diablo. This car here, I'm gonna say Lamborghini Diablo rear. Like, this car here also has circular taillights. I mean, it's a completely different design, and oh, that's clever. Having one being red and then one being the reverse light. Never noticed that. Yeah, like, this is also circular taillights. Like, they're not unique. I believe I've seen them somewhere else, but it's not just Skyline, I swear. Yeah, so need to name this thing. So how do I spell that? Drachenfels. We need a name. Second name. So it's the Drachenfels, but what? Give you a couple moments to create some names. But for now, I will start working on the interior. So first off, I need to hide the chassis and possibly even move the engine back a bit, but yeah, just the intercooler's concerningly close, so we will just move the engine back a bit by about 5, which a lot better, I think. And we'll start working on the interior, which is honestly quite easy to do once you know how to do it. Quite simply just change that color first of all. Just add in this, press M to mirror it. Oh goodness, this is a wide car. Just make that until it barely doesn't clip into there. Then move that as far back as possible. Because I'm tired. I'm actually genuinely tired. Was not expecting my body to start feeling this way. But I'm still fine to stream if that's what everyone wants. I think. I don't know. So we'll do that, and then what's this do? That's what that does. No, we don't want that. Then we'll now add in the door card. Or we could try a different door card. Actually, I don't think there's any modern door cards apart from the ones in the list I was just in. And yep, that seems to be the case. So we'll grab not 2020s. There's no 10s, is there? Yeah, it only goes 2020s or 2000s. Which, I mean, pretty much how it goes, but slightly annoying. Is there a 2000 sports? There's 90s sports, but not really 2000 sports. I think we will go 20s because I need to burp, but it just won't let me. There we go. Pardon me. So, yeah, we will just go 2020s because that's sort of how it was. Like, the styling of the 2010s door cards and the 2020s door cards are quite similar. So, it's not too much of an issue to use them instead. And so we want to do that, and then that will add the extra bit of depth we want. It doesn't entirely make it all the way up to the top, so what we can do is scroll down here, and then we've got door card top. And we can add this one, preferably. Just make it longer. Oops. And move it across. Just keep fiddling with it until it is the way we want it. There we go. And it is too tall, so we need to shrink it down. Yep, all good. You can... I mean, to be honest, I don't care if anyone leaves. Not in terms of... I don't... Like in terms of I don't mind, you're more than welcome to leave if you want to. You don't have to return. Don't need to feel obliged to do so. That is still sticking out. Oh, that's just sticking out in general, actually. Wait. Oh, no, it's not. That's a different thing entirely. It is not sticking out. That is good. Excellent. So we can have that like that, and then we need something to cover up the rear. I don't think I'll have the engine on display. That seems like it'll just be more hassle than it's worth. So scroll back up, click back, and then we will go into not here, but here, and we'll grab a parcel shelf. Potentially this one. We need it to be horizontal, please. There we go, and just move it up to here. And that works nicely. Now all we need to do is widen it. Oop. Not that far. Ooh, actually, very close. Very, very close to what we want. We will just angle it down slightly so that it fits with the body line, like that. That's pretty good, and then what we'll do is we will duplicate it. Go like this, and we'll change it to one of these. And go in here like so. And that should be fine. We need to angle it down a bit more. That's fine, just 3D. Oops, wrong way. Move it like that. And then duplicate 3D, change it to, oops. Change it to that. Move it across. That works. Excellent. And now we don't have to deal with the back. It's all basically filled in. We can fix that up later. Let's try and get the dashboard in now. Probably going to use this, where is it, modular dashboard here, because it would just be easier to do. So we'll grab, what do we want to do first? Probably the top, to be honest. So do that. Yep, that's the correct way around. And we'll just move it into place. Try and get it to fill in that gap, which it has. Excellent. Probably need it a bit higher. I've used this one before, haven't I? No, I haven't. Ooh. But yes, I have. I can unstar that. Make it a bit bigger so it's wider. So it just goes right up to the edge of that. Then, ooh, it sticks out. That's not what we want. So we'll just move it in. There we go. And then we duplicate and we go to mid. So we'll do that. I don't know if it's, ooh. It's actually too far forward. That's actually not surprising, because realistically it should be and about, I mean, probably there even. So what we need to do is need to shrink it that way. There we go. And we'll duplicate this. And then mid 033. Move that back a bit because I like it to be a bit more flush. Then what we can do is duplicate again. And dashboard bottom. It's German, so we need it this way around. We need to move this a bit more further forward apparently. There we go. That works. Barely does not work apparently. But we can potentially move it back. Oh, damn it! No, we can't. We gotta move it forward. Excellent. That's exactly what we wanted to happen. Woo. So move this back ever so slightly. Perfectly designed with that German engineering. And move that back into place so it's sealed. What's this? Never heard of it. Okay, clone fixture in place yet again, and we can add in the dashboard. So probably move this back a bit, up a bit, back a bit, up and back to about there. We'll just leave that how it is, we won't change it at all. Yeah, normally that's supposed to be further out, but I don't know, I just don't like it out as much as it is by default. Don't know why. Okay, then we need to clone fixture in place yet again, and center console front. Probably go for this one, and then again back. Close that menu so we can actually grab that. Oh. Oh, what the... Why has it done that? Whatever, it's fine. We just need to duplicate and oops, duplicate, and then duplicate again to add. Well, actually, first we need to remove some slots. Oh, this is too high up. That's why we need to. Apparently, just Control Z does not like me, which no clue why. Don't know what I did to Control Z, but it's angry with me. So add these back again, and now what we can do is we can... Ah, here we are, these. So we'll duplicate that and then use this as the centerpiece. Like so. Just make it a bit wider. And taller. And that's how that goes. Potentially want to even move it back a little and then angle it like that. Hey, welcome back. It's not been that long, has it? Must have been a short meeting. So it was 9 in the morning about half an hour ago. So yeah, just a short half-hour meeting. Meeting go well, did it? So for this, need to clone fixture in place, move it. Which one of these is sort of more I'm looking for? So probably have a screen. So we'll have this for the moment. Oh, we're also going to need to reset the scaling. There we go. And just put that in there. More short chat. Yep. Oops. I've just noticed that I think this is actually a touch screen because it's got seats, vehicle, and settings. So I'd assume what we want to do is we actually want to put this in, stretch it out, and then put it in, but like this. Keep burping, and I don't know why. And again, what the heck? Sorry about that. It's like my body is just like, you will release gas. You have no choice. And it's just like, please no. But my body do not care. It's like, how about I do anyway? Okay, so that is correct width now. No, don't move that. Move that to the correct height. Can hardly hear it. Yeah, it's because it's quite quiet, but it's still... It's more annoying to me, I guess. Yeah, so... Change the chrome here to my Chrome Plus material. We'll leave that how it is, because I think that exports correctly, and then we will go for this climate control thing here, but we'll reset the scaling back down to normal. Nice, that actually looks quite good. I'm happy with how this is turning out here. That's the issue there. It was too... Hey, there we go. Unless that arrow is... Okay, no. Perfect. Very little edge to it. Yeah, barely any edge, so it's not really noticeable from a distance. let's get the colors correct. So go on here. We need it to be shiny, so we'll just go the Lego red. And for the green, we'll go this one here. That can stay the same. Change the white to this one here. Change the blue to this one here. Change this other red to Lego red. And that stays the same. Excellent. It's a very neat little dashboard, this. Little touchscreen, rather. Let's try and get a steering wheel in. I don't know. How do you move your camera so nice? I always struggle with interior because of the camera. I don't know. I mean, I'm currently in free cam, so by pressing Shift and C at the same time, it will detach the camera from the central point, and you can just move around freely. But I don't know, I've just a lot of work. I am horrible at internals. I don't know how I'm so bad. Yeah, I mean, it just takes practice, to be honest. Like, I've done quite a few interiors before, so I'm quite used to how it works. So steering wheel, and I think interiors are a lot easier on, well, kind of easier on more modern vehicles. That might just be a me thing because I'm used to new cars, but it depends. Like, there's more recently, there's a lot more modern interior fixtures, so it's not as much of a pain to do a modern interior. I don't feel like doing a fancy steering wheel that actually works. I didn't know about that camera option. Facepalm. Yeah, they recently even added it to here, I believe. Apparently not. Ah, here we are. Yeah, toggle free roam. / fixture camera. So there's a button on the side menu here. My interiors always get super cramped. Took me way too long to discover free cam also. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like, unless you hear about it or like to look in the settings, it's not entirely obvious unless you even look at the side menu too. But yeah, so interior's been cramped. My advice, not that I really have any advice on it, is just to, I don't know, just try messing around with the scaling, because it can help. Like, sometimes some of the seats, they're just too big. Like, we'll try this sport seat, which we might have to scale down to get it to work. Let's see. It's already in 3D mode. Presses 3 to go into 3D mode. No, this one's surprisingly an okay size. But this is quite a wide body, I believe. Yeah. It's decent width, anyway. Let's mirror it. Is this the buckle? Yes, it is. Change you to Lego red. And then... that's not even the ejecty button. How do you... wait, how do we... how do we undo the... how do we undo the belt buckle? Like, what? Because what they've done is they've not allowed it to be pushed in at all. Yeah, no, it's definitely got Commodore vibes on the front. The front was... I've closed it now, but it was based on the Opel Insignia, which is just a Holden Commodore, but rebadged for the European market. Oh, that's what we need to change. We need to... I can click on the wheel. I'm gonna spud my nose do that. My nose has not done that ever. So that was an odd experience for everyone involved, I think. We'll make that chrome. There's another one. Oh, there it is. There we go. That looks good now. Yeah, so they didn't allow you... They've not designed it so you can push it in to eject it, so I don't know how you're going to get out of this car once you're buckled in, but that's a problem for the consumer to figure out. Where's the... Oh, it's on this side. Oh, no van. Oh, no. Which van? Was it the IMAX or the Staria? Because family used to own the IMAX, and it was quite good. We still regret to this day getting rid of it, but it was just it didn't fit our needs, but it was still incredibly useful. Most all the bodies have a tunnel that is too wide. It will mess with the space seats have. Yes, yeah, so if I unhide the chassis, you can see it is slightly wider than the chassis the tunnel I've got in currently. But this body itself is quite a wide one, so it's actually... the tunnel is actually a reasonable size for it. But yeah, with quite a few bodies, the chassis is quite a pain to deal with, so I just make my own, kind of, like... I mean, I don't add any other chassis bits, but... like, I don't go that in-depth into it, so... it's not something I worry about. I just make it so that when sitting in the car, you can't see into the insides of the car, like, through here. Like, I'll fix that at some point. But not right now. Seat. That's what we're doing. We're messing with the seat. That can be changed to a plastic. Anything else that needs changing? No. We will just make our own leather, as I don't know if it will export properly without making my own. So white leather and white leather, white leather and white leather. And do we have in global? We do have our own leather here. So we'll just change those over to the leather that I have saved. Change the steering wheel over as well. Got a lot of slots for the leather. Make this center one. No, we won't. That looks hideous. We'll make one of them a different leather, but not yet. Okay, apparently we won't make any of them a different leather. Maybe we can make the top one a white leather. Ooh, what the? Where else does that change? Changes quite a few other places, so maybe it'll... yeah, it'll be a... yeah, it's just too bright. It's just too bright. Did you take part in the Gambler 500 competition? No, I did not. Famous last words. I always forget to come back and, and patch tiny holes. Yeah. Yeah. Like, it is something that's quite easy to forget. How close are we to the end of this list? We still got quite a ways to go. Yeah, so I did not take part in the Gambler 500 competition. I just didn't bother, really. Like, I probably could have, but I didn't feel any reason to, as well as I've heard some things about the people behind the Gambler 500 that I won't say here because I mean, I don't know if there's any legitimacy behind them at all, so I won't make any accusations that have no founding to them. But yeah, so I have my reasons for not participating. Yeah, so we have more of the interior to do. We've got the roof. Let's get to doing that now. Simple as just grabbing this roof bit here. We could add a sunroof. That is definitely something we can do. Add a panoramic sunroof even. We'll just leave that how it is. Duplicate. Square for the back, I think. Should be fine. Oh, no, we need a slight curve. There we go. That looks good. And flip vertically. Move it to the front. And move that back. Then, yeah, that's fine. And I think we will add a sunroof of some sort. Not sure how big it will be though. What do we have in here? Nothing much. We'll just go for the usual sunroof. Oop. I don't know how that's happened. We don't. And we'll change you to this glass here. Oh wait, no, we won't. We'll make a new glass that is the same transparency as the other one. Nope, not Windows, glass. And 700. Yeah, so here it is 700, and so in here, actually, I think it's 70, but it's 700. It's the same thing. It's just got one less decimal point. And yeah, so in here, we can actually see it is able to just cut through, which is very cool. Matte plastic, that doesn't change. Oh, it does change the outside, but it's fine. How wide do we want it? About that wide, and then make it that long. Something like that. Wider. Yeah, that looks good. Wonder how does it look from the inside. Yeah, it's fine. We need to make it taller. There we go. So it will. That sticks out too much. What we can actually do is we can just make the roof lining not as tall. Instead of making the oops. Instead of making the my brain's fading, the sunroof taller. 0.5 and 0.5. Yes, that looks fine. Actually, it doesn't quite go over that edge there, but that doesn't matter. What? Actually, why is there an edge? What? Why is there a seam line for the window? Someone's made an oopsie when making this body, but well, nothing we can really do about it. Yes, this body has a bit for the window wipers to go. That is incredibly useful. Like we don't have to stab them into the glass. It's amazing. Like, if only someone could have thought of this design before. Oh wait, they did. So what I like to do with the window wipers is I like to make sure that they would actually work in real life, so they would actually not go over the top, which this one doesn't go over the top. Doesn't even touch the top. Oops, that's too far. For goodness sake, keep burping. That works. Excellent, perfect. We got our two little wipers there. Oh, it's not a bad little car. Potentially some. Yeah, the wipers can be a bit of a struggle to deal with, but it's just a case of whatever the body is. Like, it's not an issue to have wipers that don't entirely cover the entire window. Like, I'll see if I've got an example here. Don't believe I do, but I might. This car, maybe? We'll see. Bit of a long loading time. Doesn't usually take this long to open up a car. Very long time. There we go. Yeah, so on this car, it was a bit difficult to get the wiper proportions correct. So what I did... There we go. What I did was I just made them small. And then also because it's a French car, they're on both sides. So there's this large gap in the middle here that does not get wiped away, but it's fine. But yeah, there's also a very tall window, so because of that, when I do this, it is inclined to go a lot further up than it normally would because of how tall it is. Whereas if it was a longer window but a bit shorter, it would not go as high up the window. Yeah. Let's get back to the car we're actually designing. No one sitting in the middle. Yeah, exactly. No, but the main reason why it does wipe in the middle is because it gives you better visibility, but sorry to ruin the joke there. Yeah, we could add a vent of some sort onto the side, and I think I might just do so. I could use something like that, but I'd rather use something that is flush because it's quite annoying to have bits sticking out, especially with a vent. It's a bit unsightly. Oh, that's annoying. And I bet if I do that, it will... Oh, it's fine. It's on a bit of the car that is relevant. So that's good. We'll leave that how it is for now. And that looks good. So that can be some engine cooling as well as... Well, engine cooling and intake as well as potentially brake cooling. And that's not affected the car too much. No? Well, the interior, rather. What's this bit? Oh, that is a part of the floor. Odd. Yeah, the main interior bit's still fine, so it's all good. These brakes are annoying me slightly, so we will just increase the size. You can be 280, and then at the front here, you can be 345, and then at the back you can be 285. Yeah, that works statistically too, so excellent. Yeah, it's a bit confusing just to see just these incredibly tiny brakes in these incredibly large rims. I think I might wrap up the stream in about like 10 minutes so I can have some dinner, and I'll continue the interior in my free time. But yeah, we'll... Mercedes 190E had one wiper in the front, and some had an eccentric linkage. That had some eccentric linkage. What is the Mercedes 190? Oh. It's just many available. Might have made an oopsie there. Ah, yeah. Could always pretend this car has it too. I could. Ooh, don't do that. I mean, technically I could, but... I kind of want to. Wait, what does eccentric linkage mean? Eccentric linkage. Uh-huh. That was the base for the legendary Evo. Yeah, yeah. An animation of an eccentric sheave with strap and eccentric rod fitted. Aha. My brain too small to fully understand what is happening with well, how it would work, but I can understand it, yeah. English is my third language, might use... No, you definitely used the correct word, it's just I didn't know what it meant, so you're all good on that front. Bit bigger. Well, ooh, we can actually go back to 1, excellent. Considering it is now centered. Oh, no we can't. It's too long. That's why we had it like this. There's a video on YouTube, cool. I will look into that after the stream. But for now, oops, we have a singular wiper, which I like the idea of having. Just got some few interior things to do, and then in 5 minutes, I'll wrap up the stream. What can we do in 5 minutes? What will be easy to do? We can do more roof lining. We could let's try doing some pillars. That will be, what we'll do. Because, I mean, pillars are a pain in the bum to deal with, so, perhaps, if any of you know how to do them properly, you can help me. Or, maybe I know how to do them better than you do, so I can help you. Yeah. Let's move you to here. That is too long. Or is it? Oh, wait, no, it's not too long, it's also too tall. There we go. I did not put it back onto audio library. There we go. So we need to make that a bit thinner, mirror it, move it. Move it, change the angle a bit, and move it again. Make it thinner again. It makes a small hop to get in the corners of the windshield. Okay. Dogs are barking. Excellent. That must mean dogs are just yelling at me. It's just, end the stream! End the stream! It's like, no. Must complete car, but that won't happen. Extend it. That works, I guess. Ooh, that doesn't. Goodness, why is that happening? I don't think you... Be quiet for a moment, maybe you can. No, dogs are too quiet to actually hear them. That's interesting. Yeah, the car is coming along nicely. I'm quite enjoying it. Like, I want to end the stream because, like, I'm tired, but also, like, I could keep going and push through, but, like, I need to have dinner at some point, so, yeah. So, that's 1 pillar done, and really, a dog decided to bark right outside of my bedroom door. Yeah, so, like, it's fine, but apart from the seam that's around the window for whatever reason. We need to make this wider, so let's do that now. Okay, and that's fine, I guess. So we'll copy this width and paste it into these. What's happened? Nothing's happened. Odd. That's going to be slightly annoying to fix, but that's something for future me to think of. Duplicate that, and this pillar here. Ooh, that's a bit big. There we go. And then we'll just make these 1 and 1. Rotate a bit more. And rotate again. Change the center point. And that works, I guess. We can rotate it again because it needs to be rotated. Try and get it in there. It's slightly clipping through there, but I mean, realistically, that seam shouldn't be there in the first place, so not too worried about it. Yeah, it looks quite good. Blends in quite well. Doesn't really poke out at all. And yeah, I think we'll leave it there. We never actually came up with a name for the car, so yeah, I think we'll I don't know what we'll do for the name, to be honest. We can ask a random name generator, but that's a problem for future me. So let's change over to stream start. Yeah, and then text stream ending. Sadness time. So thank you very much for watching, and if somehow any of you watched the entire stream in one sitting, thank you very, very much. I very much appreciate it, and I hope you have enjoyed the stream. So I shall see you in the next one. Bye bye.